Hello peeps, it's the Hillbilly Halfwit. How are you today? This is another video for today, a shorter one. I just saw this photograph on the top there. Look, it's got all the Labour ministers, 18 ministers, very prominent ministers. So I thought it's quite interesting to show you how many of these people are in the Fabian Society or connected to the Fabian Society. So that's 18 of the top ministers in the Labour Party, including the Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister, and the Chancellor, and the Home Secretary, and the Defence Secretary, and the NHS Secretary, you name it. Yvette Cooper, Miliband, a lot of them. So out of these Labour ministers, who is in the Fabian Society? Here is a breakdown of who among the Labour MPs in this image are publicly known to be affiliated with the Fabian Society, either as members, contributors, or involved in Fabian productions, publications, or events. The Fabian Society is closely tied to the Labour Party, and many senior figures are either members or work closely with it. Now remember, as we've said with this Fabian Society, their old motto is a wolf in sheep's clothing. And it's to take over from within. So they've done it, haven't they? So these are who are known out of them 18 in that photo, reported Fabian Society affiliates. Keir Starmer, Fabian Society speaker, gave speeches at the Fabian events. Angela Rayner, spoken at Fabian Society conferences. Rachel Reeves, vice chair of the Fabian Society, has written Fabian pamphlets. 4. John Healey, long-time Fabian Society member. He's Defence Secretary. David Lammy, contributor to the Fabian reports and panels. 6. Wes Streeting, regular at Fabian Society events. 7. Peter Kyle, spoke at Fabian events, especially on education and youth. 8. Bridget Phillipson, active in Fabian circles, written for them. 9. Yvette Cooper, former chair of the Fabian Society. 10. Ed Miliband, prominent Fabian, former Fabian pamphlet author. 11. Lisa Nandy, frequent Fabian Society speaker. 12. Ian Murray, regular, appears at Fabian events. 13. Lucy Powell, associated with Fabians, often featured in their reports. 14. Rosie Duffield, involved with discussions hosted by Fabian offshoots. 15. Catherine McKinnell, worked with or spoken at Fabian events. 16. Preet Gill, active in the Fabian network. 17. Shabana Mahmood, participated in Fabian panels. 18. Alison McGovern, strong Fabian links, written Fabian pamphlets. Possibly not officially linked, these individuals may have had limited or no known involvement with the Fabian Society. The woman with the bright red hair, name unclear based on photo, likely not a senior frontbencher, so that's the one they're not sure about. Any backbenchers or newly elected MPs without a strong public-facing Fabian record. Notes: the Fabian Society doesn't publicly list all members, especially MPs who aren't in official roles with the organisation, so some affiliations might not be documented. Many Labour MPs cooperate with or contribute to the Fabian Society initiatives, even if not formal members. So here we go. So could you name their positions in government in the list as 18 before? So all them in the photo will list what they are in government. So here's a list of all 18 Labour frontbenchers MPs known in the image, along with their roles in government as of the Labour administration following the July 2025 general elections. So, Keir Starmer, Prime Minister, Fabian Speaker and contributor. 2. Angela Rayner, Deputy Prime Minister and Secretary of State for Levelling Up, Housing and Communities, Fabian Speaker. 3. Rachel Reeves, Chancellor of the Exchequer, Fabian Vice Chair and pamphlet author. 4. John Healey, Secretary of State for Defence, long-standing Fabian member. 5. David Lammy, Foreign Secretary, Fabian contributor and speaker. Wes Streeting, 6. Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, active Fabian speaker and writer. 7. Peter Kyle, Secretary of State for Education, regular at Fabian events. 8. Bridget Phillipson, Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, Fabian affiliated contributor. 9. Yvette Cooper, Home Secretary, former chair of the Fabian Society. 10. Ed Miliband, Secretary of State for Energy Security and Net Zero, long-standing Fabian author and speaker. 11. Lisa Nandy, Secretary of State for International Development or equivalent, Fabian affiliated speaker. 12. Ian Murray, Secretary of State for Scotland, Fabian Society panelist and speaker. 13. Lucy Powell, Leader of the House of Commons, Fabian aligned frequent contributor. 14. Rosie Duffield, Minister for Women and Equalities, exact role TBD, involved with Fabian associated causes. I think she's gone now, but I'm not sure. 15. Louise Hay, Secretary of State for Transport, associated with Fabian-aligned transport policies. 16. Preet Gill, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs or International Development, Fabian event participant. 17. Shabin Mahmood, Lord Chancellor, Justice Secretary, participated in Fabian legal discussions. 18. Catherine McKinnell, Minister or junior frontbench role, not always publicised, known Fabian Society speaker. All 18 of the image are Labour MPs with senior or mid-level government positions. At least 16 of the 18 have documented connections to the Fabian Society. The image essentially represents the Fabian-aligned core of the UK, the current UK government. So there we are. You've seen that? All them people there? All them people there. The head of our government are in a group called the Fabian Society that thinks the group should be basically take over the government from within, and they believe their old motto was a wolf in sheep's clothing, but they changed that, and I couldn't find a lot out about it. I could only find one photograph showing the old motto, which is on a stained glass window that Tony Blair paid for in a church. So I did a video on that a while back. So that's what's happened to our country. It's been taken over from the inside by Fabians, and lots of the top civil servants are the same. So look at that. That's who's running our country. They're basically communists who are taking it over with lies. So with a communist, what they usually do is take over the country, don't they? So they create a revolution sort of thing. But with a Fabian, they believe they would lie, and they take it over from the inside. And these lot are all lying about what they are. Can you believe so many top level people are in this society and it's never talked about? Nobody ever mentions the Fabian Society, only me. So please subscribe and share. We need to get this out there, okay? All the best, guys.